So, review of multi-step equations. So if you look, remember multi-step equations, or when you're doing these, you're looking for what the variable equals or what number you can plug into this equation that will make the statement true. So like if I plugged a 3 in here, 5 times 3 plus this would have to equal what -2 plus 7 times 3 would give you. The easiest way to do this in some cases, rather than keep just trying different numbers, is to actually solve it. Oops, that pen doesn't work. Is to solve it by getting the variable isolated. So I have 5n and 7n. The suggestion I usually make is circle your variable. So if you circle your variable, you have 5n and 7n. Notice they're on opposite sides of the equation, so you need to do the opposite sign to one of them. You can move either one of them, but you can't, I wouldn't move, or there's no reason to move both because we're trying to get them by itself. So remember, you have to do the opposite to one of them. So to do the opposite, rather than having a 5n, notice the 5n is positive, so I'm going to subtract 5n. And I would subtract 5n. 5n minus 5n, if I have 5 chicken nuggets, nuggets for n, 5 nuggets minus 5 nuggets would cancel. I'd be left with just 34 on this side. Bring down your equals, bring down your -2. And then 7 minus 5, if I have 7 nuggets and you took 5 away, I would be left with 2 nuggets. And I have 2 more nuggets, so it would be positive 2n. Okay? Now again, I'm still trying to solve for the variable. So I need to get this by itself. Now that there's only one variable, I want to get this by itself. What's the opposite of a -2? Or what would cancel would be a positive 2. 2 minus 2, or -2 if I owe you 2 and I gave you 2. Or even, I don't owe you anymore. And I have to always do it to the other side. One thing that I should have set up here, make sure you do the n with the n, the part with n. That's why I wrote it directly below the n. Okay, 34 plus 2, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 36 equals, bring down the 2n. Okay, so 36 equals 2n. Now it's 2, notice it's not a subtraction sign, it's not an addition sign, so it's 2 times n. So the opposite of multiply by 2 is divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels. 36 divided by 2. 2 divided by 36. 2 goes into 3 once, with 1 left over. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So it'd be 18 equals n. So that's our first example. Okay, let's do the next one. So then that was example 1, and I just put example 1, EX1. Now I'm going to do example 2. So -12x minus 9 equals, plus 24x plus 4 equals 43. Okay, now I'm going to again circle my variables first. Notice this time They're on the same side, so I'm going to do the same sign. These were on opposite sides, so I did the opposite signs. These are on same side, so I'm going to do the same sign. So I'm going to have negative 12x plus 24x. 12 plus, negative 12 plus 24. So negative 12, remember, type this down here. Now notice, I always see people try to push this x and then put 24x. Notice there is no way 24 minus 12 would give you 107. This x, I don't know where it comes from. It's just whatever somebody has stored in the calculator is the x value. So remember, if I'm trying to do this step in the calculator, I'm just going to talk about the variables. So I'm going to do negative 12, or without the variables, I'm sorry. So negative 12 plus 24 is 12. So it would be 12x. So those two combine to get 12x. So then it would be 12x minus 9 plus 4 equals 43. Okay. Circle the variable. Negative 9 plus 4. Sorry, I turned the light on. Hopefully that wasn't really loud on the microphone. Negative 9 plus 4 would be negative 5, so 12x. Again, I'm combining like terms. Notice we still haven't crossed over the equal sign, so it would be negative 9 plus 4. Again, you can type it in the calculator. Negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5 equals 43. Okay, we're still doing more steps trying to get the x by itself. So then instead of subtracting 5, I'm going to add 5 and add 5. Those cancel. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring down the 4. Bring down the equals. 12x. Notice this one, I did switch sides. I was trying to get this by itself. And really, I could have added 9 and then subtracted 4. I could have done that in multiple steps and it would have given me the same answer. Okay, now divide by 12, because 12 times x, the opposite of multiply, is divide, and divide. Cancels, x equals 12 divided by 48. 12. Oh, I said that backwards. 48 divided by 12 is 4. So my answer would be 4. Okay, 2 more problems. All right. So now we have 24a minus 22 equals negative 4 parentheses 1 minus 6a. Okay, now the last two I've told you to just circle the variables. Well, there's one right here, and then there's one inside this parentheses. So you actually have to get rid of this parentheses first. Remember, it's negative 4 times this parentheses, so you actually have to multiply the negative 4 in. So that's why you see us distribute. So if I have negative 4 times 1, I get negative 4. Then if I have negative 4 times negative 6a, so negative 4, remember it's times everything in this parentheses, so I'm going to do times negative 6 because it says subtract. And then I hit enter. 4 times 6 is 24. A negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to put a plus 24a. Bring down your equals, bring down your 24a, minus 22. Okay, now I'm going to circle my variables again, and notice it's not inside of the parentheses or anything. So then I have 24a, 24a. It's on opposite sides of the equation, so I'm going to have to do the opposite sign to one of them. I'm going to zoom that, or make this focus just a little bit. There we go. So it's plus 24a, so I'm going to subtract 24a. 24 minus 24 cancels, and I'm going to subtract 24a. Well, 24a minus 24a cancels again. So then bring down what you're left with. Negative 22 equals negative 4. Well, does negative 22 ever equal negative 4? So this would be no solution. So if you get a statement like this that's incorrect, negative 22 does not equal negative 4, so does not equal, so then that means no solution. And this is example 3. Okay, last example. So if we have 4 parentheses x minus 1, close parentheses, equals 2 parentheses 2x minus 2. Okay, let's go ahead and first thing you're going to have to do is distribute. So 4 times, remember times, so 4 times x would be 4x. 4 times negative 1 would be negative 4. Bring down your equals. Then it would be 2 times 2x, which is 4x. And 2 times negative 2 would be negative 4. Well, you can already see 4x minus 4 equals 4x minus 4. That's a true statement. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it because sometimes you won't see that. So I have 2 variables. They're on the opposite side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract one of them and subtract one of them. 4x minus 4x cancels. 4x minus 4x cancels. I'm left with negative 4 equals negative 4. Well, negative 4 does in fact equal negative 4. So those two are equal. Yes, equal. So this is called infinite solutions. So that means any number you plug into that equation is going to give you the same answer. So I'll just show you. I'm going to pick a random number and I'll just do 5. So I did a random number to check. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And let's check to see. 2 times 5 would be 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 would be 8. 2 times 8 would be 16, and 16 equals 16. And this would be the case for any number you checked. If you typed in any number here, it would give you the same answer, because remember, these were the same line. Whenever you graphed a system, if it's the same line, then it would have the same answer. And ignore that part about systems, but doesn't matter, it's because it's the same equation.